Evet, diğer bölüm geldiğine göre hemen hız kesmeden, konuşamadım. Hız kesmeden devam edelim. Hemen bir görevler yerinden. Hop bu. Hop harita. Geri çekilecek biraz şöyle bakalım neredeymiş bu görev? Şurada. Lock oradayım. Biraz zor aşamalardayız. Hop geldik. Konuş bakalım. Ne anlatacağım bize? O konuşa koysun, ben bir su alayım geleyim.
You must be the one Pericles sent.
I am. He said there is an ostracism vote, but didn't tell me what I'm here to do.
Of course he didn't. That's what I'm for.
Ne yapacağımı söyle.
What's my role in this?
The votes have already been cast. We don't have long before they're counted. Take the ostraka in this bag and exchange them with the ones currently under guard.
You want me to rig the ostracism?
Pericles does. And he has his reasons, I'm sure. Bring me the bag you took from the room and I'll take care of the rest.
No one will
Bir
see me
yerden bir
go
şey
in or
aldık
out.
biz.
Stay here.
Hırsızlık vakti geldi. Hiç şey yapmamıza gerek yok. Bizim ne özelliğimiz var? Lak diye oraya gitme özelliğimiz var. Bu da Leondas'ın torunu olduğumuz. Derken bak yapıyor. Neyse. Bunları görene kadar ben şunu çalarım. Onu değiştiremedim mi? Yukarı gideceğiz. Öyle değil. Kafadan. Oğlum insene şuraya aşağı.
That should do it. I should let Pericles' contact me.
Bağlantıyı ışınlanalım. Kimse ruhluydum. Bir tane kayıp var onlarda. O da olur ya. Kendi kalp krizi geçirmiş gibi düşün. 2 dakikada görev hallettim. O kadar hızlıyım işte.
It's done.
You work quickly.
What are you going to do with them?
Dump them in a well. Ah, it looks like the official has arrived.
I apologize for the delay.
Yetkili.
There was evidence someone attempted to tamper with the votes. Don't worry. The Ostraka are all accounted for. The votes were counted, and Anaxagoras is to be ostracized.
Oğlum bu tutar mı? Kenar var, niye çıplak takılıyormuş
Be
acaba?
slow to fall into friendship, but once you do, continue firm and constant. It will be more difficult for me now that Anaxagoras must leave Athens. We were quite close, although he and Pericles were much closer. It's strange, Pericles wasn't here today to defend him.
Who are you?
Ask anyone and they'll tell you Socrates. But a name gives you nothing. Our actions determine who we are, and every action has its pleasures and its price. With that said, then, who do you claim to be?
My name is
Bahşedelim hadi
Alexios.
adımızı.
And still, I don't feel I know you. Perhaps I can find out who you are a different way.
You want to know me?
Knowledge is the one good in this world. Surely you agree?
Öyle
Of
olsun.
course. Knowledge drives everything I do.
Then we are the same in that way.
Knowledge of when to attack, what weapon to use, or when to use reason instead of violence.
We seem to put our love of knowledge into practice quite differently.
I use it how I need to.
You are clearly someone who would do whatever you feel is
Socrates.
necessary. Perhaps for drachmi, or maybe to further a personal goal.
That describes a lot of people.
I suppose I'm curious why you did it. How could I not be when you're the reason my
That's
friend is being
Socrates.
forced to leave the
Yeah,
only
indeed.
home he's ever known?
Al
I
sana
think you have the
felsefe.
wrong person.
You are claiming that you're the wrong person? Life's one true happiness is knowing you're safe.
Bunun
Even
şey
if
tezi
I
neydi?
did know who rigged
Sadece
the
kendin
ostracism
varsın.
vote,
Değil mi?
I
Her
wouldn't
şey
tell
sana
you.
bağlı. Öyle bir şey
And
mi?
yet, I never said anyone rigged anything.
Socrates, there you are.
Here I am.
Sadece birey
You're
miydi?
late.
O kafa mıydı?
They're
Öyle
all waiting for you.
I wish to see Anaxagoras' fate,
bir
and
şey.
so I
Çaktan
have.
felsefe.
Tell them I'm on my way. Well, it seemed our conversation is at its end. Although I hope it isn't the final one we have.
I wouldn't know.
Abuk subuk yerlere bir şeyler yazma. Gelecekte
That's everything Pericles wanted. Time to return to him and find out what his
sarı
Athenians know
noktayı
about
hala
my mother.
çözemedim. Onu ben mi koydum acaba diye düşünüyorum. Şimdi bunu da hallettiğimize göre yeni bir görevimiz var. Şölene gideceğiz. Şölene gitmek için de haritadan. Bu ne lan? Neyse. Bunlar ne? Ha, bunlar benim peşimde olan dingiller. Ödeyeyim lan bari. Dur bakayım ödeyeyim ne oluyor. Aa. Hadi al. Hepinize para veriyorum. Artık benim peşimi bırakın. Zengin olmak böyle bir şey oğlum. Şölen nerede? Hah. Onları öldürebilirdim. Ama ne gerek var?
Alexios, it's
Bu böyle bir
you!
yerden tanıyoruz ya.
Phoebe,
You promised we'd see each other again, and now we have.
I also said stay out of trouble.
Which I have. Okay, almost out of trouble.
I can't
Aynen
believe
öyle.
you're here.
Me either. I can't believe we both made it to Athens. It's so much different from Kefalonia.
But what are you doing here?
I'm here to get you ready. I have to make sure you leave all your weapons and change into these clothes.
So, you somehow
kıyafeti?
work here? For Pericles?
No, for Aspasia.
I think I'm ready to go in.
You can't. Not like that, anyway. The Athenians like it best when you try to fit in. But don't worry, I have just the outfit for you.
I'll
Yer
get
değiştirelim
changed.
hadi. Seni mi kıracağız?
Promise you'll take care of my things.
Yep. Leave your weapons in the corner, and I'll come back when you're done.
Bari dandik silahlarımızı vereydik ya.
I feel uncomfortable in this.
Now you look like everyone else.
You say that like it's a good thing.
It is.
Her yerim
If you
yağ
want
var
them to take
içinde.
you seriously, this is the easiest way. Trust me.
Is that everything?
You're all ready to go in. Don't worry. You've done scarier things than this.
I'm struggling to think of any right now. Are you sure I can't keep just one weapon with me?
No weapons. Now hurry and go in. Oh, and don't leave without saying bye.
İyi hadi Herodot'u bulalım. Herodot.
Here, Alexios. The mighty mercenary and traveler has finally made his grand entrance. Only slightly late, too.
Ne gecikmesi? Milyon tane görev verdiniz.
Athenians have no problem letting me know when I'm not welcome. It's a relief to see your friendly face.
Don't let the company here tonight intimidate you.
I won't.
Pericles is no king. He needs these guests to love him so that the people love him. And they, in turn, need Pericles. You're not different from any of them.
Do you really think these people will help me?
They will if you get them to trust you. And you've wisely dressed for the occasion. Appearing trustworthy is the most important part of being trusted, after all. Now then, come, let me introduce you to everyone. They may not look it, but this group holds the way to the future on the tip of their opinionated tongues. Sophocles and Euripides, for example. Two of the most celebrated playwrights to date. No one can throw stones as far as they can. They appear to be locked in some kind of intellectual struggle.
Boş yapıyorlar
as is
full
their
ya.
He's
Full
the writer
çene
of
suyu çorba
comedies.
bunlar. Bir
Of
işe
all
yaramıyor. Full
things.
konuşuyorlar.
Comedies, Euripides.
Aynen bence
It
de
looks more
zeki
like a
görünüyor.
lover's quarrel to me.
Hermippos has also written his fair share of comedies. You should drink more. Lately, his attitudes have garnered him more notice than his works. However, the fellow beside him,
Elimdekini silaha
Protagoras,
çevirebilirim
is
ben.
a sophist
Dökerim,
worthy of as
pasla
much
vururum
praise as the
kafalarına.
great Socrates himself.
Olur gider. Neyse hadi. Neyse
Inviting
hadi şey.
Socrates seems like a good way to ruin everyone's night. I'm surprised they would
Ölmüş
let him
adam
in the
şimdi
door.
günaha girmeyelim.
Oh, don't let Socrates get under your skin. At least he wore shoes for the occasion. And the poor thing gesticulating like an ape is Thrasymachos. If you listen closely, you'll notice he and Socrates are actually arguing the same points. But the wind from his wild gestures deafens him to critique.
That isn't at all what I need.
Where is Pericles?
Oh, he never attends his own parties. Which reminds me, there's something I need to get his help with.
Vile
Bu
Socrates,
ne lan?
always
Çıplak
appearing where I least expect
Kafası da
him.
güzel.
Warrior, protect me from his amorous gaze. Oh, Alcibiades, this is not a time for jealousy, but for love.
Şuna bir hava aldırın ya.
Let's not use Alcibiades as an example. Be good and don't drink too much.
Çok fazla içmedi. Tosu
So,
dikti kafasına.
tell me, what does a Mystios like you think of a party like this?
This
Partilerle
is
pek
going to
aram
be
yok.
a long night. Parties should be about vomiting up blood, not vomiting up poetry. These people are so clean.
If these guests aren't to your own unique tastes, then just focus on why you came here in the first
Hadi
place.
çok boş
Thank you,
yapıyorsun.
Herodotus.
Now, if you'll excuse me, Pericles is here somewhere, and I need to prepare him. If he's alone, I'll tell him what your sister said.
Agreed.
Ben tek
Pericles
başıma
needs to
takılırım.
know. I'll stay here and look for clues.
I hope they know something about your mother.
Me too.
Nerede toplayacağız? Şurada bir işaret var. Bu oyun biraz full konuşma ya. Yani böyle
I
atraksiyon
suppose
çok
you've
yok.
come in here to mock me for my fight with Euripides.
İpucu arıyor.
Spare
Direkt konuya
me.
girelim.
I'm only looking for clues to help me find a Spartan woman.
A Spartan woman in Athens. Sounds intriguing. Though, if you expect me to notice someone other than myself, you expect too much. You could talk to Euripides. He's the second most worldly man here. That pediculous, Xanthodontus exophthalmic Morosov. But he doesn't talk without a drink.
I have no idea what that meant.
Bir
No,
tane içki
you
bulacağız
don't.
yani. Adama vereceğiz, o da konuşacak.
So,
Sure.
we get him drunk and he talks. He sounds more Argiv than Athenian.
Impressive foreigner. Euripides is from Argos.
All right, if nothing else, this party could use the help.
You need to pick the right wine for this task. The kitchen should have what you need. Let me know when Euripides is done in, and I'll slip away unseen.
I'll get the wine.
Wonderful. Now, if you want some friendly advice, Aristophanes cannot stand sweet wine. I've seen what it can do to him. Absolutely, horrifyingly delightful.
It wouldn't be a party without someone losing their stomach. I'll let you know if your plan worked.
Hadi gidelim. Gittim, ona lazım
A new
olan.
face in Pericles' abode. Ha! That in itself is a remarkable thing. You must have seen me doing my impression of Cleon. I call it the Orange Ape. Tell me, what does it think?
Did you just call me it? Watch your mouth, Athenian.
It speaks, and so feisty too. Sometimes I wonder if I'm doomed to be the only young and beautiful
Sen
thing
misin lan
here.
genç ve güzel?
So, what do they call you?
Alexios.
Bu arada aynen güzelsin kardeş.
I wouldn't peg you as an Alexios, but never mind.
Bizde yakışıklı.
I'm Aristophanes, and this man is Euripides. Oh, go on. Introduce yourself.
I'm Euripides.
For a playwright, you're not much for words.
Good men lead quiet lives, as old Euripides likes to say. Don't you, Euripides?
When I need to relax, I start to fight. For you, though,
Quickly, bring him some wine so that he might say something clever.
After my argument with Sophocles, I think I'd rather keep my head clear.
you and Aristophanes could both use a drink. Let's play a
Ben niye
game.
oyuna
A
katılıyorum oğlum?
competition?
Ah, wonderful idea. Euripides seems quiet, but he never turns down a challenge.
Well, if you brought us some wine, I wouldn't be opposed to showing this young one how we Argives drink.
Geri döneceğim.
I'll
Gazı
return.
verdim herife.
And when I do,
Şimdi
you two will drink up.
alkolü getireceğim, bunu içireceğim, konuşturacağım.
Save for that arrogant playwright. I don't see many distinguished guests in here.
Bana
Can I
şarap
help
lazım.
you with something?
Tatlı şarap.
I'm here for your sweet wine.
Yes, take it. But get out of my kitchen. I'm very busy, you know.
It's come back for more. Care to see my impression of Protagoras? I call it the flapping bladder.
I'm sure he
Çok komik bir çocuk ya. Al iç.
Let's conjure Dionysos, shall we?
Bakışları gördün mü?
This is pure swill.
Amateur. In my day, this would be considered nectar of the gods. Another round!
Al al.
Ready for more?
İç sen iç. Sen sarhoş olmak lazım bak. Bakışlara bak. Hop yakalıyorum.
Yeah, I can hardly stomach this pig's piss.
I could outdrink both of you with one hand. Let's have some
Koy
more.
koy.
You ready for another?
Bakışlar çok fena ya.
This wine is terrible.
Tamam, biri elendi.
You, I like you. Who brought you here?
I brought myself. I'm on the trail of a woman who fled Sparta a long
Aynen
time
öyle.
ago.
Fled? Why?
She lost 2 children. She had no choice.
She fled to heal a broken heart. Every Pidis, write her into a play.
I've heard Spartan mothers go to a sanctuary in Argolis to beg Asclepios for his divine pity. I should know, it's my home.
After what she went through, I'm not sure she would trust priests.
Oh, then she sought my friend, Hippocrates. He's a physician, best of the best. He still keeps his office in Argos. If she went to him for help, there's no doubt he'd have given it.
I love getting drunk and singing. Come back if you want to sing with me.
I'll think
Ben de
about it.
kimse şarkı söylemez ya. Rahat ol.
Hippocrates
Haydi
in
bak.
Argos. Here I come.
Ne istiyor bu şimdi?
How's Euripidis? Drunk, I hope.
You can stop hiding in here. Everipedis won't notice you coming out. He won't notice anything.
Hiding? Heed this. War has come to Athens. First they take our homes, then they take our heads. I intend to be found with at least my dignity intact. Or what's left of it anyway. If you see Pericles, tell him I said thank you for another colorful evening.
Şimdi gelelim fasulyenin faydalarına. Bu ne? Birinden bilgi alacağız. Yağ ve aşk diyor. Zeytinyağlıydı mı? Onu galiba ona vereyim.
Someone's being hurt. Open this door, or I'll kick it in!
Don't mind her. She likes to watch. Look at you. Such authority. Such aggression. I can see why
Oğlum git
Pericles
başımdan,
has taken such an
döverim seni.
interest in you. Did you come to join us?
It sounded like someone was in pain.
Well, it can sometimes be hard to distinguish between sounds of pleasure and pain. Had I known you were going to knock, I would have left my door wide open for you.
Benden uzak dur, bıçağı yersin.
I only came to this symposium to find someone.
Sounds like we can help each other then, doesn't it? You fetch us a bit of oil, I help
yağ
you
var
find
bende.
who you're looking for. Maybe they're in here.
She's not in there.
I think I'll check all the same.
Abi işte
I come bearing gifts.
We're saved! Today, these women grieved for their sons, and these men worked the wall. But tonight, we forget all of that. Let's have some fun! What do you say?
başımdan bana bilgi
Care
ver.
to join us?
Saçmalama.
Now it's time for you to help me, Ali. I'm looking for someone.
All business right until the end. I like that.
Focus. I'm looking for a woman who fled Sparta a long, long time ago.
Fled Sparta? No one flees Sparta. But let's pretend she did. If she were stupid, she'd be dead. If she were smart, she'd do what Aspasia did. She'd earn her independence. The smartest and most resourceful women I've ever met have been in Corinthia.
Prostitutes?
This is serious.
They don't like being called that. And for good reason. They offer so much more than their bodies.
Such as...
These women are companions, counselors, confidants. Powerful men come to the Etera asking for advice and value their words more than those of their closest friends and advisors.
Ali! Come back inside!
Ooh, the celebration continues. When you reach Corinth, find Anthusa. No one goes in or out of the city without her knowing. Until we meet again, warrior.
Anthusa in Corinth. It's not much, but it's a start.
Tamam, yeterince bilgiyi aldık. Şimdi bakalım neymiş görev. Sokrates'le bir konuşalım. Sokrates, anlat bakalım.
If it isn't the one who agrees that knowledge is most important.
I think we agreed our use of that knowledge couldn't be more different.
Ah, you remember. Perhaps our conversation can continue.
You really intend to use this young destruction to avoid the point being argued?
You've been arguing a single point all night and no one has a black eye? You have my attention.
We're discussing the nature of rules. We're better to do so than here. I'll ask you the same question I asked Thrasymachos. Would you agree that the act of ruling is an art?
It is an art, as all worthy undertakings are. That is not up for argument.
Yet, medicine is for the betterment of the patient and not the physician. Carpentry improves the building, not the builder. Then, is the art of ruling not for the betterment of the
Ne
ruled
anlatıyorsun
rather
yine
than
sen
the
Sokrates
ruler?
ya?
Don't be absurd!
Hadi,
This
hadi.
argument between you two is pointless.
Perhaps. How do you define art?
I'm not getting dragged into this.
Very well. Answer this. Does the artist not give form and symmetry to her subject?
Well, yes.
Laws and justice do much the same for people, do they not? And is there any better way to communicate the story of a people than by revealing its customs and laws? If yes, then ruling, and thus justice, must be an art, as Thrasymachos says.
If you say so.
Aspasia.
Bir tane gacı geldi. Bu gacı bizle aynı yaştaysa tavlarız onu.
You shouldn't be too hard on Socrates. He really has a brilliant mind, even if he comes off a little strong.
He isn't always like that, is he?
Ah, Phoebe. Pericles has retired to the balcony already, has he? His ability to sneak off and sulk is second to none.
I can go get him, and Alexios can help. Everyone listens when he talks.
That'll be fine. Run along. Alexios will be right behind you. Now, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Aspasia. I had to go to great lengths to cover up your work in Megaris.
Eyvallah ciğerim.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, now. To convince someone in this house, even your eyes must tell a lie.
Fine, it was me. But my actions were personal, not political.
We do what we must to survive, and there's no shame in that. It's how you got here, how I got here. The clothes, they fit you well, I trust.
I'd be more comfortable in these clothes if I had a blade in my hand.
You never really get used to them. It seems we have the attention of the entire room without a single eye being fixed on us. If you'd like to talk, do it now, and do it discreetly.
I'm searching for a woman who fled Sparta with her child years ago. I was hoping you might help.
What clues do you have to her whereabouts?
A physician named Hippocrates may have seen her in Argos.
He's a good man. If you find a woman named Agathi there, do let her know Aspasia sends her regards. What else?
Alcibiades gave me the name of a woman in Corinth.
I'm sure he did. My dear friend, Anthusa, is the only one I know who's enjoyed a life in Corinth through legitimate means. Mostly legitimate, anyway.
That's all I have.
There is another option. In a former life, when I needed something done or someone found, I contacted a friend. An admiral of a sort.
What's his name?
Her name is Xenia. When we last spoke, she was in chaos. A word of caution. When you go to her, be on your
Tamam, 3
guard.
tane seçeneğim var
Sea
ya.
life makes a monster out of
Birinden
most
birinde
people.
tutturacağız.
Thank you, Aspasia.
When you're done, return here. Together, we will find who you're looking for.
Daha
Now do
onlardan
me a
da bilgi
favor and
alacağız.
get Pericles to come down
iş
here
güç.
and greet his guests.
Buradan tırmanabiliyor musun? Lan ben pardon. Nereden çıkıyor oğlum bu yukarı? İyi Allah'ım ya. Tırmanmak yasak. O yasak, bu yasak. Arkadaş şey şu an. Burası mutfakmış. Çekilin. Ulan bir tane merdiven yok mu ya? Ha, velet burada. Çekil lan velet. Çıkabiliyoruz mu? Ya. Oğlum. Yolu göster
Just
bari ya.
got here. You can't leave already.
Tırmanamıyorsa. Burası mı? Mor bayağı. Burada mutfaktan da çıkış yok. Şuradan bir yol var mı? Hah. Şimdi gücümüz yok. Adam peşliyoruz. Bütün bölüm konuşmayla geçti arkadaş. Full çene çorbaya.
Alexios!
I didn't send for you. No matter how you've dressed for my party, Phoebe shouldn't have let you in.
Aspasia told me to come find you. She wants you to come down to the party.
She says I don't interact with our guests enough. But these parties aren't for me. Technically, you're a guest. If you join Herodotus and me, that should be enough for her, don't you think?
You really don't want to go downstairs, do you?
When your days are spent speaking in front of crowds, you begin to crave these moments of silence.
Or as silent as I let it be, at least.
Your life is in danger.
Yes, Herodotus was saying. This cult doesn't worry me. I have my life threatened by far worse people every day. My true concern is Athens. I fear for her future.
The Spartans aren't your real concern, Pericles. The cult is coming, and they're bringing their strongest weapon.
Listen to him, Pericles.
The Spartans are immediate. A cult's threat is ambiguous.
I'm related to one of the cult members, and I believe her when she says they're coming after you.
Sound counsel to consider. I'll be sure to let my men know, regardless.
Aspasia sent me to see what's taking you so long.
Tell Aspasia I'll be right there. I suppose this is where our conversation ends. Thank you again for helping me. I hope my guests are able to help you in your search.
Time will tell.
Haydi gari. Şöyle ayrılıp şuradan atlayamıyorum. Aga benim atraksiyonlu kıyafetlerim de yok. Bunlar da yasak. Ne bu böyle? Görüşürüz ablacığım. Beni sal artık.
Only of conversation. I think that's the most talking I've ever done.
See? You didn't need the weapon after all. Are you leaving?
I've had enough Athenian hospitality to last me a lifetime.
You get used to it. It's nice. What are you going to do now?
There's a woman on the island of Chaos that I need to meet. I think I'll head there first.
I've heard there are pirates there.
I'll be sure to be careful.
Good. Before you go, I heard something from Aspasia about Kefalonia.
What is it?
She said there was some sort of plague. You don't think... My friend, the blood fever.
Don't think like that. Whatever happened on Kefalonia isn't our fault. I'll go myself and find out if this plague even happened. Okay?
Okay. Thanks. I knew I could count on you.
Kıyafetlerimi geri ver. Aynen böyle.
Not going to beg to come along this time?
Nope. I'm happy here. And this isn't Kefalonia. That means you'll be back.
That's very true.
Plus, I really like working for Aspasia. She says she has a mission for me.
I'll see you soon, Phoebe.
Bye, Alexios.
Heard they only come then they strike.
Ne diyor onlar?
It's almost like you want it.
O zaman görevimize doğru koşturalım. Seç, beğen, al. Ne yapalım? Şöyle yapalım. Şuna bir gidelim. İnşallah bu sefer kısa keserler yani. Sinirlendik çünkü.
I don't see any soldiers here. Only pirates. They must be running the whole island.
Tamam, benim şurada içeride bir yerde. Aynen. Böyle bir yere düşmüşüz ki biz de. Yine bir çene suyu çorba. Bu da şimdi bize bir görev verir. Onu yapar. Bir daha. Oo. Ne oldu lan?
Gods have mercy!
You want mercy? Those who trade in slaves anywhere on my island will be marked as slaves themselves, then hauled to Attica and fed to the system they tried to profit from. Get this scum out of my sight.
I thought all pirates were slavers.
And you are?
My name is Alexios.
Well, Alexios, we're all thought to be murderers too. So tell me why I shouldn't kill you right here.
Öldüremezsin de ondan.
I was told you're a trader of information.
Among other things, yes.
I'm looking for someone.
Sneaking into my city is a strange way to make a first impression.
I needed to speak with you directly. I didn't think your pirates would just let me walk up and knock.
Then speak.
I'm looking for a woman. She left Sparta when I was a child.
I'll need more than that, Alexios.
She has birthmarks on her arm that form the constellation Aquila.
Now, that is something I can work with. Just who exactly is this woman?
Annem, sana ben doğruyu
She's my
söyleyeceğim.
mother.
Sen iyi bir kadına benziyorsun.
I haven't seen her since I was a child.
So, you're on a quest to find your family.
Something like that.
Then your path is not an easy one.
Çünkü köle tacirine köle damgası
Aspasia's the one who sent me to find you.
Aspasia? Now why would she do that?
She said you might have information that could help me in my search.
You can have anything for the right price.
And what is that price?
One you can afford, I'm sure.
Ne aldı ya? Ah,
Here,
parayı
take
senin
your
derdin
value.
olsun.
Nothing feels better than a heavy purse filled with coin.
The information I need. How long will it take?
I already have it.
You do?
Your Merini now sails under the name of Finicas. She started as a member of my crew, but we parted ways not too long ago.
Annesi korsanlık mı yapmış ki?
I'm leaving soon.
Chaos is your home.
But this isn't my true calling. My purpose.
You might never find what you're looking for, Finicas.
I can't stop until I do.
You are a great pirate.
And you are an even greater friend. Don't forget me.
Nereye gitti peki?
Thank you.
İhtiyacım olanı aldım.
Home isn't a place. It's the people you're with. If you don't find what you're looking for, there's a place for you here.
İyi hadi. Buradan bilgiyi kaptık. Diğer yerlere gidelim. Şu arkadaşla. Hipokrat. Gelebilirsin de. Bir karı söyle çağırırız.
That's Hippocrates' clinic.
Apollo himself should smite your precious Hippocrates.
Selam. Aga bu bölüm full konuşma geçti ya. Atraksiyon 0.
Look, you insignificant peon. Tell me where he is, or by Ira, I'll burn this clinic to the ground with you in it.
I already
Ya bu
told you
anamızı
what I know.
bulduğumuzda
I don't ask much.
çok güzel olacak.
Hippocrates must show
Kavuşma anı
humility to
filan
ensure
gözlerde
public
hafif
order.
yaş.
Prostrate himself before the gods and declare that his skills are God's given.
But that won't help his patients. It'll just take him away from his work.
If Hippocrates thinks he can disrupt social order to make himself into a demigod of healing, well, perhaps the gods themselves will have their revenge.
Bas geri ya.
Back
Bas
away from
geri.
the boy. Slowly.
Who dares threaten the priestess of Ira?
Me. Now, step back.
Herkese
It
posta.
seems the gods wish me to grant you and your master another chance. Very well.
Ne
Tell
oldu?
Hippocrates that if he doesn't make a public show of respect to the gods, I will raise an army of believers against him. If the doctor can't think of a suitable offering, his head will do.
Oh, thank all the gods she's gone. I thought she was going to kill me this time.
What's going on?
I am Sostratos, Croesus has accused my master Hippocrates of impiety.
Is he impious?
He believes that beyond praying, people can take their health into their own hands and make themselves well.
Fascinating. Can I speak with him?
I'm sorry, he isn't here.
Nerede ya?
I'll find him.
If you're going to meet Hippocrates, could I trouble you with a small errand?
Depends what it is.
I want you to bring him some equipment. He was in such a hurry, he left it behind.
I could bring that to Hippocrates.
Really?
I'll be sure he gets the equipment.
You have my thanks.
How will I know when I've found Hippocrates?
Follow the road southeast of Hera's Watch to the Cave of Pan. He won't have set up far from it. Look for a long line of sick people. He's balding, but I wouldn't mention that if I were you.
Ben hızlıyımdır. Lak oradayım. Hop, Hipokrat'ın dibindeyim.
I thought they were exaggerating when they said
Hipokrat, selam.
So, what has caused this man's condition?
Hafif kel değil, bu direkt kel oğlum.
In the immediate sense, yes. But more importantly, he suffers from neglect.
Neglect?
Good food, warm clothing, so much could have helped. But since other caretakers assumed his condition was a punishment from the gods, they neglected him.
Challenging tradition. Huh. You must be Hippocrates.
Yes, I'm also very busy.
This will only take a moment. I won't keep you away from your patients. And your students?
Observation, experience, and experimentation are crucial for treatment. My followers are learning that.
I've come from your clinic in Argos. Sostratos asked me to give you this.
I knew I forgot some things. Sostratos is a good physician, but a better apprentice there is none. Did you ask him to pay you for this delivery?
No. I knew this would help you and your patients. That's good enough for me.
Quite admirable. What did you say your name was?
Alexios of Sparta.
Well met, Alexios of Sparta. What do you need?
I've been searching for a Spartan woman.
What makes you think I would know her?
I was told you may have helped her a long time ago.
Maybe the priests at the sanctuary of Asclepios can help. They keep detailed records of all who pass through.
Please, Hippocrates, I came very far to meet you.
As did this patient, and the one before him, and the one before her. My patients need me, but my notes on diseases of the mind were taken. Retrieve them, and I will help you find what you seek. Hurry, this patient doesn't have much time left.
I'll do my best.
O beni oraya yolluyor, beni oraya. Neyle? Kağıttan, bilmem neden. Kıldan, tüyden. İyi. Gidiyoruz.
Mighty Tyrians, built by the Cyclopes, or so the legend goes. Hippocrates' notes are well guarded. Why?
Stop right there!
Not alıp çıkacağım. Benim uğraştım. Meçhulüm zaten, hadi. O beni bulamaz.
What are you doing here?
Hippocrates sent me. Your commander stole his notes, and I think you have them.
The ones written by the great Hippocrates himself. I'm sorry. They were burned in the last attack.
What?
You heard me. The medical tent was burned. At least I memorized the notes before we lost them. I'll transcribe them when I have time, or when the war subsides.
Then, You'll have to come with me. A patient Hippocrates is treating will die without your help.
I have a patient right here who needs my help.
Can't someone else take care of this one?
I'm the only doctor here. Now let me work.
Abi. Dur sana
You
ödeme
must
yapabilirim.
work for drachmi just like everyone else. Whatever the commander is paying you, I'll pay you more. Then we leave.
And let this person die. I could be convinced. On two conditions.
Out with it.
I'll take double. A life's worth a lot. And for the sake of the gods, don't tell Hippocrates.
Hippocrates would never put drachmi before a patient's life. But here, since you're so determined to be a mercenary, I'll meet you there. Don't be late.
İyi, bunu götürmek zorunda değilim. En azından parasını veriyorum, geliyor. Şimdi oraya uzayalım. Hop, Hipokrat'ın yanındayım.
Hippocrates, how is your patient?
Poor. Demas? What are you doing here?
There was a fire. Your notes were destroyed. What matters is that Demas is here to help.
Good. Demas, with me. He'll live.
If we're finished here, I'll take some time and write down what I remember of your notes, Hippocrates.
I'll go see the priests for more information about my mother.
Come with me. You've had a busy day. The importance of diet to maintaining one's health cannot be overstated.
What good can one apple really do?
Well, taken daily, they can keep the doctor away. But to more serious matters. I know why you're here. You're looking for your mother.
You remember her?
I was young then. I didn't know how to help. I turned her away. But her look of determination and despair was burned into my mind. It has never left me, and it never will. After, I swore to Apollo that I wouldn't turn away another patient, that I'd dedicate my life to the cause. She made an impression on me. Your brave mother did.
She would be happy to know that.
I sent your mother to the sanctuary of Asclepios. Tell the elder priest a treatment for the sacred disease will soon be available to any patient who needs it. Then he may talk to you.
Thank you for everything, Hippocrates. I'll go see him now.
Haydi bakalım. Bu ne böyle 3 tane? Ey Allah'ım ya. Dert. Full dert.
I need to talk to him.
Birincisi burada.
There he is.
İkincisi burada.
He's over there.
Üçüncüsü de burada. Gizlenme olayını açayım. Görmesinler beni. Bunlarla uğraşıyoruz bir de sonra. Yok meçhul ol. Ben de yap şöyle de yap böyle de. Sen rahip misin?
May Asclepios spare her from suffering.
Will she live?
Not unless the gods heed our prayers. Many sick Athenians have arrived at Argolis recently, and very few have left. This poor girl has the same sickness.
I'm looking for information about the Spartan woman who came through here.
I was warned about an eagle bearer. A ruthless killer he was called.
Do you think it's wise to deny this ruthless killer the information he desires?
Healing the sick is my path. Help me get the attention of the gods, and I tell you what I can.
What are you asking, exactly?
Her illness seems to have no cure, and it's spreading. Our sacrifices have done little to draw the attention of the gods. Pigs, goats, all have fallen on deaf ears. We need a beast whose blood will ignite these flames for Asclepios to see.
What did you have in mind?
There is a rumor of a bull with skin as white as snow roaming the sanctuary outskirts. Head west of here, towards the coast. Bring it to me alive, and we'll offer a sacrifice the gods cannot ignore.
I'll find this bull for you.
İşe bak. Neyse diğer rahiplerle de konuşayım bari de.
The sanctuary of Asclepios, god of medicine. I'd rather trust a physician than a god to heal me.
Çekilen şu. Sen de anlat hadi.
Greetings, young one. Come to offer Asclepios a sacrifice?
No. But I'm searching for a Spartan mother who may have.
The great goddess Ira guides many mothers to the sacred place. Surely I'm too feeble to remember them all.
What are these stone slabs for?
These are records. We document all who pass through, their illnesses, treatments, so that the glory of Asclepios can be celebrated.
Then I don't need your memory. I just need to find the right stone.
Yes, of course. That's very wise indeed. If only I had the time to help you.
Para veririm. Ben de tehdit edeyim.
My mother came through here. And unless you want me to paint these stones with your blood, you'll tell me what you know.
Please, it's Chrysis. She said that anyone who talks to the Eagle Bearer will be paying a visit to Hades.
Then don't talk. Just bring me to the stone that can.
Follow me then. Quickly. We must be discreet.
Lead the way.
Yürü bakalım.
This way. Over here. If anyone is watching, they'll have my head.
What kind of sanctuary isn't safe for its priests?
Times have changed, Eagle Bearer.
Θεασότρια άγνουσα καλούς καρπούς, από γέης ειρήνην τερατήν, καλυπλόκαμον θυγίαν και όθεα εύδρο με πέμπης, της ωραίων κεφαλάς νόσους.
Nereye gidiyorsun çabuk?
I remember this tale. Written during the time of the great Helot revolt. You would have been only a child.
I don't need the history, just the details.
It tells the tale of a woman with worms in her throat. Asclepios took off her head so we could remove them, then reattached it in her sleep.
Definitely not the right one. I wonder what Hippocrates would think of these treatments.
Hippocrates is a fine healer. Showed so much promise.
Showed? He's healing the sick right now.
He puts too much faith in his hands, and not enough in the gods.
When it comes to life and death, I prefer hands. Are all the testimonies so outrageous?
Writers today, Thucydides, Euripides, the petulant Aristophanes, all of them try for realism. But what really inspires is greatness, magic. This one tells the tale of a man with sword wounds. A pack of dogs licked him
Ya
clean.
bana niye boş bilgi veriyorsun oğlum sen ya?
A man's best friend indeed.
This is hopeless.
These stories
Aradan doğacağım
give
şimdi.
people hope, Eagle Bearer.
Well, I'm losing mine. Tell me about Chrysis.
A very powerful, dangerous woman. But it was not always so. She was abandoned here as a child and taken in by the priests, taught the ways of the gods. She learned very quickly. Was very strong-willed, and before too long, it was the priests who listened to her. She was loved, but there's an anger in her heart that could not be...
And what about this one?
Hele şükür.
Let me guess. It tells the tale of a blind woman who had her eyes licked by snakes.
It reads of Sparta. Came here with child. Sought pity from the gods.
Why is most of it scratched out?
Oh, I'll just tell you. I know this one by heart. The Spartan woman arrived filthy and bleeding from her travels. We cared for her, gave her food, a bath, and she left. Where she went, I do not know. The child
Kızla geldi
not be
herhalde.
saved.
Who
Ben de
does
gelse
know where she
bilirdim.
went?
We've been spotted. Meet me later, near the olive tree of Heracles, at the entrance of the sanctuary. I may have something for you.
And what do we have here? A priest and a mercenary out for a friendly stroll?
May the gods be with you, Plistos. I was just on my way to the archives when this Misthios bumped into me.
Is that so? And what were you both chatting about so fervently, might I ask?
I'm filthy and could use a good bath. The kind priest here was pointing me in the direction of the bathhouse.
Yes, that's correct. The bathhouse is right over there. Now, if you'll excuse me.
The baths are for healing the sick, not for washing the blood off one's hands. Leave.
Bu herifi de bir indirsem ben diye. Tamam, bulduk.
Η τραγωδία διαφθείρει τους νέους και κούτοι κατά μαλσακίζουν.
Zeytin ağacındakiler konuşsun. Ondan sonra gidelim.
That old priest hiding by the tree.
The
tree of Heracles. I'm not sure if it's loved more for its legend.
I thank you for your discretion, Eagle Bearer. Chrysis has many eyes and ears throughout the sanctuary.
What else can you tell me about the Spartan woman and child?
The woman left the child's blanket behind. We tried to return it, but it was too painful a memory for her.
Where did she go? What happened to the child?
So, Chrysis was right. You knew the rules, Timoxenos. You will suffer her wrath.
Ya, kendini bana öldürteceksin şimdi.
Get behind me, priest. I'll deal with these two.
Hadi ulan. Sana ne oluyor? Ya adam kaçtı. Şu boğa neredeymiş ya? Gösteriyor mu? Boğayı nasıl getireceğim ben oraya, onu merak ettim.
The White Bull.
Tamam,
Am I too late?
Nasıl getireceğim oradan? Binebiliyor muyum acaba?
Doesn't look like he died willingly.
Ölü oğlum bu.
I'll take his heart for the sacrifice. Not the best feeling.
Şu rahip görevini de bitirelim. Bu bölümde sonuna geliriz ondan sonra.
Did you find the White Bull?
I couldn't bring it back alive. But I did manage to collect its heart.
This won't be enough to please Asclepios. The beast died unwillingly, and with just a heart, we'll only be able to pray for one life.
Please, Mythios, The white bull you killed was mine. My farm feeds half of our lease. If I die, people will starve.
I beg you! My husband was killed by the sickness. I have 2 small children. Who will take care of them if I die? I am wealthy and will pay you for this blessing.
It's okay. Give the sacrifice to them.
Çocuğa
You
vereceğim.
did this. You choose whose prayers get heard by the gods.
I know what it's like to be small and forsaken. Pray for the girl.
You'll regret this.
Yürüyün gidin lan. Biri parayla, biri rüşvetle. Kız hiçbir şey
The rest
demedi.
is in the hands of the gods.
I did my part, priest.
The Spartan woman you're after.
You've met her?
Her visit to the sanctuary is legendary, but sadly, it was before my time. The man you want is Midon, the elder priest. He spoke of her often. That is, before he cut out his tongue.
Cut out his tongue?
When he's not healing the sick, he's in the guest house. Spends a lot of time being tended to by the servants.
Thank you. I won't forget you
Ne
helped
yardım
me.
oğlum?
And
Bilgi
these
satın
people
aldık herif.
won't forget you helped them.
Tamam, başka görev. Bir tane rahip öldürdüm ben. Kim acaba? Neyse, dur bakalım. Bundan sonra rahip herhalde.
You shouldn't be here.
Çekil de şöyle. Heh. Evet, bulalım seni şimdi. Ne yapıyor lan orada o? Oo, rahip iş pişiriyor.
Guards!
They're dead. And you must be Midon.
He doesn't speak.
So I've heard. I'm here to find out why.
Chrysis did this to him.
Aha! I thought he did this to himself.
To prove his loyalty to her.
Now, why would Chrysis want an elder priest to cut out his tongue?
Midon is a caring, generous man.
I want answers from him, not you. Tell me about the Spartan woman and her baby.
He can only answer yes or no.
I know why Chrysis made you cut out your tongue. The night my mother brought my sister here, you and your priests left her for dead. And Chrysis didn't like you telling the story.
That's not what happened!
What do you know? You're too young to have been there.
He told me the story many times before that witch stole his voice. He tried to save the baby, did everything he could.
Yalan. Benim tahminim bu herif annesine de yürüdü.
I don't believe you.
Annesi de onun dilini kesti.
How can my baby be dead?
I don't know what to tell you.
Ha, ya da bak yalan
Survived as
söylemiş.
only she did. That fall was devastating.
My baby.
Bebek öldü diye yalan söylemiş. Bebeği başka yere vermiş.
There's
Onun
nothing
doğruyu
we can do for you
söylemesini
anymore.
dilini kesmiş.
You'd best be on your way. Ray is here.
They're gone. They're both gone.
Çok senaryo kurduydum da onunla
He
alakası
wept
yokmuş ya.
for that Spartan woman so far from home. Her baby barely recognizable, hardly breathing.
Chrysis should have had your tongue cut out. I want answers from someone who was actually there that night. Chrysis took the baby, didn't she? And she made you cut out your tongue to hide the truth. Where is Chrysis?
So now you want to hear what I have to say.
Don't test me. Speak.
There is an altar where people offer their sick babies to be healed.
This is where she took the child. Find it near the statue of Apollo Maleatas, and you'll find Chrysis.
People come to this sanctuary to heal, but I come here and find people dying without hope, priests without tongues, and babies left with an insane woman. My mother was a fool to trust any of you. I'm going to find Chrysis, and she's going to pay for what she's done.
Evet.
Hush, my child. May Ira bless our sacred family.
Aha, bu kadınmış o. Yaktım çıranı galiba. İndirsem mi acaba 2 dakika? Yok, Christ'ı bulamadık ki de. Bulmuşuz. Argolis'e doğru ilerle. Bunu takip edemiyorum ya. Argolis. Argolis'teyim zaten ben. Anlamadım.
Chrysis is the key to finding my mother. I must find this altar of Apollo Maleatas.
Melatinos sunağı. Sunak mabedin oradadır ya. Attım şu an ama. Küle kül neymiş bu?
Filthy, disgusting creatures. I can't work
Aynen,
under these
gösteriyor.
conditions.
Tamam. Biraz beklemek lazımmış. Yaktım seni çıranı oğlum şimdi.
There's the altar of Apollo Maleatas.
Zaten tav olduyum sana. Ben de indireyim. Kendimize
There's
gelelim.
the statue of Apollo. A
Kuş
warning.
öldürmüş ya.
Must be getting close.
Hem de kartal öldürmüş. Mahvettim oğlum seni. Bebeği öldürmeye çalışacak herhalde. Ben onun kafasına sıkacağım şimdi. Geyik çekil önünden. Sana bir şey olmasın. Şu an ölüm meleği gibi geziyorum.
All you cultists will die
Kılığı
here.
çekti. Meçhul mü olmam gerekir? Lan ben... Ya, git. Var mı daha yok? Abi.
Killing seems to run in your bloodline, oh mighty eagle bearer.
Don't you dare speak of my family, snake!
I still remember the night your mother brought me my child. The sad, pathetic thing, crying in the rain. Had I known then that Mirini had 2 children. But here you are. My family is complete.
You let my mother believe her baby was dead.
But she was. Oh, how your mother wept when that little heart stopped beating. But then I took care of her, placed her on this very altar, screamed for the gods to spare her life, and they listened.
I'll run my spear through your throat for the pain you've caused.
This world is pain. I gave
Mac
Limo
Damon.
strength to go
Senin var ya, seni
Your
mahvedeceğim.
mother was a weakling who whined to the gods like a pig on an altar. I am more a mother to her child than she will ever be. I can be a mother to you too, Eagle Bearer.
This goes beyond my family. You and your cult are going to destroy the Greek world. You bring nothing but suffering.
You talk of suffering, and yet you come drenched in blood and threaten my life. You are a killer, just like your sister. Here, let me show you.
My child!
This baby is yours?
He was dying. Chrysis had me bring a gift to Ira so that he might be protected.
Chrysis lit the temple on fire, with the boy and me inside.
Chrysis is a servant of Ira. She does what needs to be done.
What
Ya
needs to be done?
saçmalamayın oğlum ya.
She left your baby to burn alive.
And you saved him. God's bless you, Eagle Bearer.
Hadi al bebeğini git,
Sit
benim
now,
işim
sweet
var.
child. Mater is here.
I'm not sure saving that baby was the right thing to do. Chrysis' reign of terror must end. If what Chrysis said was true, Mirini believes my sister died long ago. I can't let Chrysis walk.
Kaçtı ya.
Kill that malakas.
Bizi niye çekti bu? Ya bunlar ötüyor. Harbiden kaçtı. Neyse, şöyle tıklayalım. Böyle sabit kalsın. Bu bölümü de böylece bitirelim arkadaşlar. Kendinize iyi bakın. Diğer bölümde görüşmek üzere.